Hey guys, it's Coach Carina from Kaia Moves. You're with me in my backyard today to talk about some updates to our screen and how we're going to help incorporate it as you start Brik next week. Over the last few cert weekends, I've been training you guys in the functional movement screen. The FMS was made up by really smart people, and there's a lot of really good research behind it. And since I've been screening in Kaia for the last year or so, I've been noticing that there's some parts of the screen that we all excel in, and then there's others where we struggle with the mechanics. And so what I want you to understand is that there are ways that we can push people really hard in areas that they're training well, that they have good mechanics already with their movements. And then there's ways at the same time that we should be able to correct the stuff that isn't working as well yet, so that it can work well down in the future. So we've pared down to make the Kaia movement screen based on what we as a group excel in and what we struggle with. I've noticed some trends as I've been screening for the last year, so I wanted to incorporate that into how we're screening. It also makes it a little smoother to incorporate into a group training setting where we can do a group assessment as we're taking our girls through warm-ups for the day, or maybe incorporate it at least at the beginning of the week so they can kind of understand where they are at that point. What we're going to do, I want you to imagine you've got buckets, and each piece of our screen, if someone's struggling with mechanics in that particular piece of the screen, we're putting in a bucket related to that. So we're sticking with the overhead deep squat the way it is in the FMS. And if someone struggles with those mechanics, they go in a squat bucket. You don't have to call it that. Come up with something more supportive. That's what you as Kaia coaches excel in. But come up with a good way to describe it. But if they're struggling with their mechanics, they need to focus on the squat mechanics before we load it up and let them do it real fast or really with a lot of weight. Same thing with our hip hinge screen, which I'll introduce. We're going to stick with rotary stability the way that they do it with the FMS, because it's a great way for us to assess stability in the shoulder, trunk, and hip all at the same time, as well as a little bit with mobility there. And then we're also going to do a thoracic mobility screen while we're on our hands and knees for that rotary stability test. So I want to make it clear that we don't, from the screen that I'm going to introduce, we don't know if someone's struggling with rotation in their upper back. We're not really going to know if it's a true mobility problem, like a restriction in their joint, or if it's a problem with strength or motor control. I don't think it's, as Kaia coaches, I don't think it's your job to figure that out. If someone struggles with it, they're going to get some exercise to help them get better at it. So they'll be able to stretch it out if it's tight. They'll get it a little stronger if it's not quite stable enough. And we'll go from there. The scoring system is going to be pretty simple and similar to the way we do it in FMS. So stay tuned. Next couple sets of videos are going to take you through each piece of the screen one at a time. So it's a nice quick video you can go back to reference when you're going to be doing your screening with your clients. Good luck with this. Please comment. Please send me a hashtag Kaia Moves so we can communicate together and in a very public way so you can all get answers to those questions. You guys all have a great day. Have a lot of fun with Brik. Stay tuned and communicate back and give me some feedback as best you can. Take care, guys.